Winning the Europa League against Unai Emery, it's a Chelsea thing, what can I say, but nevertheless Villarreal have won the Europa League in 2021 in a penalty shootout, an unbelievable penalty shootout in fairness, against Manchester United and Gunnar Solskjaer, who go back once again from Gdansk with, absolute misery overall. First of all, I want to say that I'm actually not using my camera to record this video because stupid old me forgot to charge my camera during the game, so we're using my webcam, but nevertheless, hopefully the quality isn't, too bad. But nevertheless, we're going to get into this game now. Villarreal won, Manchester United won in the Europa League final. As I said, Villarreal winning a penalty shootout in some unbelievable circumstances because some of the penalties taken, especially by the defenders of all people as well, was just unbelievable in terms of the quality. Nearly every single one was stitched right into the corner. No chance for GEA or Rulli once again in the Villarreal net as well. But yeah, I don't really want to sit here and say that Villarreal deserved to win this game, because even though I think that they probably did deserve to win the game simply because of the fact they did win the game, if that makes any sense, I think United controlled the game for the majority of the game. So let me just firstly break this down. I think in the first half, before Villarreal scored the goal, I think it was more equal. I think Manchester United probably had a little bit more possession, little bit created a little bit more chances, but Villarreal were kind of getting their way in the game as well. Once Moreno scored that goal, first of all a really good ball into the box which United failed to deal with. Moreno with a really good finish into the back of the net, and Villarreal, once they scored, kind of tried to hold on to it for too long. I think Unai Emery tried to play this pragmatic brand of football. As soon as they scored, I think they scored in like the 33rd minute or something, and as soon as they scored they were wasting time. You could see when Rulli was getting the ball, he was going down to the ground and trying to hold on for as long as possible. It was just some absolute house tactics from Unai Emery there. We had then a completely poxy goal, if I'm not going to lie, from Edinson Cavani. Don't get me wrong, he's in the right place at the right time, and he's one of the best in the world at doing that. Even at the age of 34, I think he is. He's still, well and truly good at that. And I think United did deserve the goal in fairness. I think they definitely huffed and puffed and actually, tried to create chances and actually went for it at Villarreal. And then in extra time, I think that it kind of went back into Villarreal's way. I think that both sides kind of had their fair share of, possession and stuff like that. Wasn't really many chances created in extra time, but I think Villarreal kind of edged it in extra time. And in the penalty shootout, of course, it is just a lottery, so I won't hold back in United in this one. Have a go at United, I should say, for that one, because penalty is literally 50-50. It's whoever can, guess right in the penalty shootout pretty much. It is a lottery, as I said, and yeah, United just happened to lose the lottery to Villarreal and Unai Emery, so good evening, well and truly. And yeah, to be honest, I was actually, everyone I think was expecting that Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United would prevail in this final, and it's a bit shocking that they didn't, in fairness, but I think he only has himself to blame, to be honest. And to be honest, I was actually going to record this video. I was planning on recording this video a few days ago after the game, saying how much Gunnar Solskjaer deserves some credit for how much he's improved United, getting him his first trophy under his era, which of course hasn't happened now, getting him into second place behind Man City, the closest contenders to the Premier League champions in Man City. Don't get me wrong, I still think this game takes nothing away from the credit that Solskjaer does deserve overall this season, because I think he's taken United to a place where we didn't believe they would be this season. Improved players like Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka going forward's a lot better now, even though he has his frailties in terms of, awareness and stuff like that. And I think that United, I think one thing Ollie has done really well at United is kind of to band the players together and not create this, victim mentality, and kind of get them all on board, because one thing that managers definitely struggle with at times is calling out the players, and once you call out the players, you have no hope, to be honest, and you've lost the dressing room pretty much. One thing Ollie's definitely done right is not lose the dressing room. He's kept everyone on board. They've lost, I think, the least games in the Premier League this season, which definitely shows how much they've improved this season, in my personal opinion. But I think Gunnar Solskjaer completely got it wrong today, to be honest. I think he made the subs way too late. He was planning to try and get it out to penalties, especially with that sub when Fred came on. I thought that United were probably playing for penalties, to be honest, which make much sense. And obviously I could be wrong here. It could be, just that he wanted Fred as extra cover or whatever, just in case Villarreal tried to counter. That could easily be the case. But I just feel like they should have gone for it a bit more late on in the game and in extra time, because Villarreal were holding on to what they had. They were holding on to their laurels, hoping that it went to penalties, or hoping they could just pox a counter-attack and try and pox a goal going forward somehow. United had that game in the palm of their hands if they wanted it to, and they just didn't take it by the scruff of the neck the way they should have. And yeah, Villarreal overall got the last laugh and got their just reward for hanging on to penalties and, betting on the lottery, really. But yeah, just kind of a poor performance from United overall, even though they were kind of the better team in some cases. Villarreal, I watched them against Arsenal in both legs. They're no great shakes. It just happens to be that Arsenal are even worse than Villarreal, to be honest. They finished 7th in La Liga, Villarreal. United in 2nd in the Premier League, and yeah, Villarreal have had a really poor season, the second half of the season especially. I remember seeing on social media at the start of the season that Villarreal were like 1st or 2nd or 3rd or something in La Liga. They've really dropped off the second half of the season by the looks of it, and they're just really poor. They have some decent players like Parejo and those kind of guys, but they just are poor overall, to be honest. And United, in terms of quality, I don't anybody can doubt, United are miles ahead of, Villarreal in terms of overall quality, in terms of players like Fernandes, Rashford, Pogba, Greenwood, Cavani, those kind of players as well. So United really on paper should have been beating Villarreal, but of course on paper it makes absolutely no difference if you don't put it into fruition and don't put it into plan. So yeah, Villarreal overall fair winners in my personal opinion. I think Unai Emery probably got the tactical battle spot on ahead of Gunnar Solskjaer. I definitely think he won the tactical battle over Ole in terms of his game management and, making subs at the right time and making them early so that, they had the fresh legs over United as well, which I think is a very important thing, especially in final to extra time and penalties. But yeah, not too many grudges held in my personal opinion against Manchester United, because it is a cruel way to lose a final in my personal opinion. Penalties. And United now have a long summer ahead. I pretty much think that United are 3 or 4 players away from really challenging, City next season. It's not all doom and gloom for Man United fans. I know I'm a Chelsea fan and I should be taking the piss out of United, but to be honest, I can't really, because United of course finished ahead of us in the league, and obviously we could go on and win the Champions League on Saturday, who knows. But United have had a decent season. I'm not too delusional to know that. They came second in the league, closest challengers to City. If they were to get a DM like Declan Rice or Wilfred Ndidi, get Sancho in on the wing as well, and get a top quality centre-back next to Harry Maguire, I think United are looking very strong next season, and I think they will take some stopping in terms of, a title challenge. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave this video. Thoughts on this game, leave them down in the comment section below as per usual. Let's spark a bit of a debate on this Europa League final, which was a pretty decent game overall, especially with fans in the stadium, which of course, as you know, makes games 10 times better to watch. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like as per usual. It means more than you guys could ever imagine if you were to leave a like rating on this video, and also if you could subscribe to the channel as well. That would be hugely appreciated by myself. We are looking at 1.7k subscribers on this channel as soon as we bloody well possibly can, so hit that subscribe button if you are new. As I said, it means more than you guys could ever imagine, and I will see you guys in my next video. So yeah, see ya.